Hello, this is Angelia with today's wisdom. Today's wisdom comes from Daily Buddhist Wisdom. Just as material things are made of dust, so too are our perceptions and thoughts mere dust. Just as it takes only a moment to wipe the dust from the surface of a mirror, so it takes only a moment to become enlightened. The moment all defiled intentions are cleared from our consciousness, we will see ourselves in the mirror of perfect truth. And that's from Master Hsing describing the indescribable. Oh, and that's true. Everything, is basically dust. Like some things like plastic and metal, it's going to take a lot longer to turn that way. But like this paper, eventually it's going to fall apart and become dust. This computer will get crushed up over the years probably and crumble to dust. We are dust, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Someday we are going to, all this lovely flesh you see on you and me is going to turn to dust. So, all things are impermanent. And sometimes the things that we believe or think also fall away, because like we were talking about in one of my podcasts about the beliefs they had in the 1600s about mental illness, your humors. We later found out not the case. It's another thing. So at any point in time, the belief system is a conventional belief system, but as time goes on it becomes not that way anymore. There are people who are stuck in old ways of thinking. They're pre-conventional. There are people who move on and come up with new ways. They're post-conventional in their beliefs. And that's where I fall. You might fall in the pre or the conventional or the post-conventional. I don't know. Again, beliefs also fall away as people learn more. And again, I think it was Peter talking about see yourself in the mirror clearly. That you saw yourself as wavy reflection, but then one day you're going to see clearly. And that's the case. You start out, you don't really know who you are. And as you learn and grow more, you start to get a feel for who you are, as well as, who everybody else is and who God is. And, at some point, if you learn enough and you pray enough and you become involved enough, you can become an enlightened being and see, like Solomon and like Buddha saw, that all is vanity. Your defiled intentions. I mean, you think about that. There are people who intend bad things for other people. Your intentions, and then we were talking just in Bible reading about your intentions are what you're probably going to be judged on. I believe that because everybody does a lot of things, and I think it's your intention behind the thing. Because sometimes you might say the wrong thing, but that wasn't your intention, or somebody might take something you said wrong, but that wasn't your intention. So you need to, as the saying goes, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Think about what you're going to do or say before you actually do it. And that will, keep you from committing sins and doing the wrong thing. My gosh. So all those little bad, nasty thoughts, it's a good thing to clear them out. Get rid of them. We all have them. That's your little monkey mind, your little monkey chatters, the fight or flight response. But you're supposed to be, a more enlightened being, and you're supposed to be able to push that stuff away. Just because you have those thoughts doesn't mean you should act on them, and you shouldn't. So, and one day you'll be able to look at things. I forget who it was. It was an artist, and on their deathbed they say, "I'm starting to see now." And that's probably how it's going to be. We're probably never going to know, everything there is to know, But, if we make some efforts, we can see ourselves in the mirror of perfect truth, because nobody's perfect. And you should come to realize that at some point. There are people, sociopaths and, narcissistic people, and, people who really don't get that they're not perfect. My kids talk about the Karens and Kevins running around. And that's a shame, because they're only fooling themselves. They're certainly not fooling us, but, they're only fooling themselves. So, Master Hsing was on to something there. Think about it. Please like and share this wisdom so we can spread it around the world. If you want to help me out, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to help me out even more, go to my Patreon page and become a patron. The link for that is in my post, as well as the link for my books and other information. Thanks for watching. That's all for now. Until next time.